that it had a budget deficit. And like most public institutions and organizations, you have to have a balanced budget. The state did not. So they enacted the gap elimination adjustment, which withheld allocated state aid to schools across all of New York State. If you are a school district like Kennedy-Harry and our neighboring schools, and you rely more heavily on state aid, the percentage that this impact had on your budget was bigger than if you didn't rely so much on state aid. In the 2014 budget that the governor released in January, this is the amount of money that's in the gap elimination adjustment. Now, it was higher. The governor did return $130-some-odd, and we appreciate that. However, since 2010, this is the amount of state aid that
What?
What could we do if we received the state aid that our students, your children, the kids we welcome here every day, what could we do? Language immersion. But it's not enough to hear what the grown-ups want. It's more important to hear about what our students want. So I'd like to invite our students, and we have some who are going to tell you what they'd like to see in their school. Come on up, right now.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian Chrisman, as most of you know. I just wanted to acknowledge just how many more opportunities our kids would have. Think about all of the extracurricular classes we could have. That means more opportunities for our peers and I, and more scholarships our peers and I could have. I feel we should have the same opportunities and chances to have a successful life like the big and wealthy schools in other districts. Just imagine the classes we could have. We would be able to have astronomy, agriculture, or even a shooting team for the majority of hunters in school, like myself.
I'm Maddie Elliott, and I'm in 8th grade here in Canada. I believe that students here deserve to have as many options as kids in other public schools. I'm going into high school next year, and it would be cool if there were some different electives available to take. These would not only make school more fun, but create a higher quality education. Extra money could bring back programs that have been cut. It could also provide our school with technology that can make learning easier. Sports could also benefit from extra funds, whether we add new extra sports or just get new uniforms, so our students can have just as good of an education as other kids across New York State. Thank you.
Olivia Schaefer, and I'm in 3rd grade. If we had the money that the state owes us, we could have a new variety of classes that would help us in college and to be successful in society. We could also purchase iPads and computers to keep up with our technology world. Please help us out with the money, and please help us put the money in hands where it belongs.
Anything in the world, like video design and video game design and all this other stuff. It would help us because our world now is all digital media and all digital technology. But our school doesn't have the technology or the guidance to teach students on how to do anything, which a lot of colleges focus on in their job circles.
I'm growing up in a sort of poor family. That's the way things are nowadays. My parents can't pay for my college. I have to pay for my own college. I'm learning things I need to know to succeed after high school.
And there's a lot of hope with these spaces.
We need to come together as a community to talk about the things that are important to us. And on behalf of the Assembly District, I'm pleased to be here, and I'm proud to join you in this fight. We will continue the fight in our state government. Thank the school district for putting this together, for meeting with me, for talking about some of the things going on here locally. How about a big round of applause for all our teachers, the school district, all the folks. And I want to thank all of you for being here, for being a part of this effort. We heard it today. We heard it with the video. We heard it from our students. Our children deserve adequate opportunities and resources so they can develop into the strong future generations to come. It's critical that we give them the best chance to do that, to grow and to thrive. And right now, as we heard, we're seeing many problems with education and the way it's being funded, especially in our upstate schools, particularly those right here in Kennedy-Harry and across Montgomery County, we're getting the short end of the stick.
I want you to know the passion that Angela Santa Barbara has is my passion as well, and it's the passion we have in Albany. It's not just something we present in front of you. We really do care about this issue. I ran for this seat that I currently sit in because of education, because of what was going on in my school district. I was sitting on my school board for 5.5 years, and I was being asked to make cuts that I didn't think made sense to my kids, to my school district. I didn't want my son or any of the other children in our school to not have the opportunities I had when I was growing up. And I know how important public education is, especially in rural areas like Kenton area and Fort Plain and the rest of Montgomery County. We are nothing but small rural schools. We've got Amsterdam, but the rest are really small. And these schools need the state aid support we've been getting. When you cut state aid support and we took $5 billion out of education, it means our kids are getting cuts. Cuts are in the classroom. And because we rely more on state aid, our cuts are deeper.